It's a beautiful day outside, might as well go for a jog. Just on my daily walk and a bit of a jog. There's some kangaroos over there. Oh, it's a nice spot down here with all the kangaroos. Tend to hang around here a lot. Not always, but most of the time. I don't go to the gym every day. It's a bit hard to when you live in the country. I've tried looking at closer gyms, but they're all too small. The gyms are not really, you might as well buy your own gym equipment. I've got some gym equipment at home, but I find that I'm more motivated to train at the gym. You just got the atmosphere and everyone's doing the same thing and you just click into gym mode for me. So I've I'm trying to lean down, and it's like hard. You sort of want to get down, like you want to lose a little bit of weight and just get it over and done with. You just want to like try to cut for 1 month, because I'm not too overweight. But that's the problem when you bulk. You can take a long time to get back to your goal weight. Anyway, I'm going from a jog and then go home and have dinner, kick back and relax after that. Plan on going to the gym tomorrow. Hopefully do another video for you guys. So I found like there's many tips I can like say. It's hard to come up with every single tip that I've come up with like over my lifetime that's helped me. You got to just experiment, and there's even somebody down there. You've got to try different things and see what works. So it's a beautiful spot here. So you could say like what's worked for me with losing weight is you got to fight the gremlins of being a bit hungry. You always like I'd have to say that's a big sign that you're gonna lose weight if you got the gremlins and you go to sleep hungry. But the problem is the next day you can wake up and feel pretty hungry and then eat too much. You got to lower your portion size. You got to be, lock your mindset in where you value losing weight over like everything else. Sometimes you got to like wire your brain to a belief like it's only a short period of pleasure, and that like before you know it, 5 minutes is up, you've had the food and back to putting on weight, instead of losing weight. You're either growing or you're getting bigger or smaller, Gee, it's a nice spot down here. Come down the steps. You might get a bit windy on the bike. It's a great day for a walk, I tell you. Well, the last 3 days it's been raining and heavy wind. It's been absolute crap. So, some tips on losing weight. Like I found a couple of years ago, I during COVID I couldn't go to the gym, so I thought I'd set my mind to losing weight, and I'd go on this track twice a day. Not every day, but a fair bit. And it was a lot easier to do in summer with daylight savings. After dinner you could go for a jog and it'd be still daylight. And what I did is I pretty much, I worked out rather than exercising a heap, it's easier to just reduce your food intake. And it's like a bit hard. You've got to just stop buying with your shopping and maybe even throw some food away. And you got to just drop your food down to a half until you get down to your desired weight. Like instead of having 2 pieces of bread back then, I'd have just 1 piece. And I used to like egg and bacon sandwich, so I just have 1 piece on the sandwich. I always have a measuring scoop for my breakfast, so I had that down to pretty small. You have a skim milk or 4 quarters of milk. You know, it's mainly just reducing your food intake, being very strict on what you have. You've got to always reduce the portion size. Never eat a big meal. Like at the beginning, a big meal might be, you get used to, like, you don't feel full unless you have a big meal. But over a period of time, you just get used to it. You get used to having small meals. And one other thing, like I found lately, which might help you guys, some people have got really sensitive stomachs and guts. I find that I've got to be very picky with what I eat, otherwise I get bloated. So you've got to work out what foods you can and can't have. Like I found out, like I can handle a little bit of muesli, but I can't have porridge anymore. I can't have that. I even get sensitive when I have like powdered supplements, creatine and all that, even sports drinks. I've got to be very careful what I have. There's a lot of things, you know, even back when I used to drink alcohol, back when I was 35, I stopped drinking. It used to cause me to get bloated. Too much milk can make you bloated. Protein shakes, protein powder. It's one thing that I found that wrecked my guts was protein powder. I recommend not to take it. You know, in the end, I just put a couple eggs in. But now I prefer to eat proper food. I'd rather eat an egg. You know, even a hard boiled egg or scrambled eggs or whatever, microwave eggs. You'd rather eggs. Anyway, that's helped me not being so bloated. You've got to just experiment what you can and can't have and then stop buying it. Even certain peanut butter, the crunchy peanut butter, can make me get bloated. And I used to eat lots of bags of peanuts, but now I've like stopped taking that as well. You just got to have the willingness to stop eating something when you work out it's no good for you, or there's a better option. And one thing I found, like when you're on a diet, it's hard to like say you've got food at home that you shouldn't really eat when you're on a diet, but it's like a temptation, but you don't want to throw it away. So that's like one thing I found that's a bit hard. You sort of, you really got to just you know, cut down on the portion size. Be tiny bit, like even with sauces, you just have a tiny bit, not too much. And a lot of sauces can contain a lot of sugar. Anyway, I'll get back to my jogger. Cooking the last meal for the day. Bit of hot chili and some tomato sauce.